My people, what that they say shall never end. Right now, what we are hearing is that Ebony have been crying allegedly. Oh, remember that we do not live in the palace. And this time around, why is she crying? According to what we are hearing, they said the palace have not been favoring Ebony of late. And that is because everything that she planned allegedly have been failing her. Yes, so. And remember that before now, there was this big title that Kabiyesi gave to Queen Naomi, of which Ebony have not recovered from it. Yes, because why she have not recovered from it is that with everything that we heard, how she worked with some people to push Queen Naomi out and all of that, she was expecting that by now, Kabiyesi would have honored her with so much title. You know, Kabiyesi would have grown to love her. Kabiyesi would have accepted her as one of the best wives and all of that. Even when Kabiyesi have other wives that he married before her. You know, she always sees herself as very important personnel in that palace and in that kingdom. Maybe to some she is, oh, but to Kabiyesi, I believe that there are people whom Kabiyesi placed high or higher than her in that marriage. Yes, why will I say maybe? There are many of them, because if not, Kabiyesi would have married her before others. But let's not always dwell on that. So, with everything that is happening, they said there was this particular title that Kabiyesi gave to Queen Naomi. And a lot of people believe that with all these things that Kabiyesi is doing for Queen Naomi right now, he is only trying to wipe away her tears. Because Queen Naomi have been through a whole lot lately. Not ever since, over close to 3 years right now. Queen Naomi have been through a lot. And the particular one that happened to her in December, that one is the one that topped it all. As a matter of fact, up till now, a lot of people are still shocked. And for Queen Naomi to recover from that event, it is going to take time, despite the fact that she's a strong woman. Yes. And a lot of people will come out to say, hey, what happened has happened. But that incident will always reflect in her mind, and you know it's not a good one. So I believe that whatever that Kabiyesi is doing right now, he's only trying to see if he will help her to recover fully and forget some of the things that has happened to her before now, you know. And coupled with the fact that Kabiyesi loves Queen Naomi so much. Kabiyesi loves Queen Naomi, but you know that sometimes love is not enough to keep a marriage. When you are too busy for a woman that you claim you love, that marriage might not work. When you listen to people more than the person you claim you love, but that does not take that love away. And I believe that right now, Kabiyesi have, that is if everything we are hearing is the truth, Kabiyesi have realized his mistakes and is ready to make amends. But some people who helped to make sure that the marriage did not stand thinks that they can still do something to ensure that they did not make up and things did not work out the way they planned it. So after Kabiyesi confirmed that particular title to Queen Naomi, they said everyone was not happy, especially Ebony. And now another important title Kabiyesi is preparing to confer to Queen Naomi. They said it's not a small one. It's not a small one. Then the problem right now is that Kabiyesi wants to give Queen Naomi a title they called Ayaba Ife Atatà, meaning precious queen of Ile-Ife. Remember, Queen Naomi is not from Ile-Ife, but by virtue of marriage, she is now from there. And again, there are other wives in that palace who have not in any way received a title, even if it is a small title from Kabiyesi. And Kabiyesi is busy giving Queen Naomi titles upon titles, heavy ones. So, and right now, they said the reason Ebony couldn't hold herself such that she decided to confront Kabiyesi over this title is because she believed that Kabiyesi is using this title to humiliate her, to make her know that Queen Naomi will always be the first Queen Naomi is more important to him than others. And according to her, because they say when she went to the king, she started lamenting bitterly how she have been with the king through thick and thin, how she have been so supportive, how she have been the one doing all the rituals that Queen Naomi is supposed to do that she's not doing, claiming that she's a Christian, how she have gone into the forest to get the forbidden herbs and all of that. They say she was lamenting bitterly that Kabiyesi, why are you intentionally humiliating her? That Queen Naomi is not even from Ile-Ife kingdom. That this kind of title that Kabiyesi is giving to Queen Naomi did not deserve it. Yeah, they said there is nothing she did not tell Kabiyesi. But unfortunately, Kabiyesi did not have time for that. They said Kabiyesi asked her to leave uh, his presence before he gets angry with her. That Queen Naomi remains his wife. If she let her go and gang up with all the people from Ile-Ife, even borrow people from the neighboring town to gang up against Queen Naomi, that if Queen Naomi lives 100 times, Queen Naomi will return 100 times. That Queen Naomi remains his wife, the mother of his son, the one after his heart, the most precious queen of Ile-Ife. They say Kabiyesi, the way Kabiyesi started praising Queen Naomi in front of Ebony, who is bothered and angry, they said Ebony could not hold it. Ebony started crying. They say she was shattered. And a lot of people are saying, Ebony, are you the only queen in that palace? Okay, let's say that she's doing it because she's from Ile-Ife. What about Blow Blow? Is Blow Blow not from that side too? Is Blow Blow not from a royal home too? Why would she always carry Queen Naomi's matter on top of her head? The next minute now, she will come and claim to have been sorry for everything that she have done to Queen Naomi. She will start telling Queen Naomi how sorry she is, how she regrets some of the actions, this, that, blah, blah, blah. Then the next minute, any good thing that wants to come to Queen Naomi's way will be a problem to her. And you tell me that this kind of a person will change. I don't think, unless everything we are hearing is not true. But if it is true, she is never going to change from the look of things. You know? But whether she change or not, the only happiness that I have in all of this is that Kabiyesi loves Queen Naomi. That's all. And you know that love covers a lot. Yes, they must have made mistake in their marriage. They must have encountered some problems and all of that. But I've seen couples who have issues in their marriages, and after so many years, they reconcile and they are happy again. They grow old together. And that is my prayer for Kabiyesi and Queen Naomi. They will come back fully and they will grow old together. And right now, the information we're getting is that the only reason why they have not done the offerande rites for her to come back fully to the palace is because of the building that they are erecting for her in the palace. Remember that the Yoyoluwa quarters that Kabiyesi furnished for her then, Igbi and the rest of them went and buried cow head. After which, they removed it the same way they buried it, and Igbi is occupying that space right now. So they said there is no how they will do Ofarande rituals without her having her own house or her own apartment in the palace. So from what we are hearing, they said the moment that apartment is settled, that they are going to do the Ofarande ritual and she is going to move back into the palace fully. Then she will now decide whether to stay in the palace or not. That is what we are hearing, if the information is true. Don't forget that these are all alleged, unverified information making rounds on social media and shouldn't be seen as fact unless you verify them, okay? Thanks for watching. Always remember to subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. I love you guys. Bye. See you.